Hello there, peoples. I know. I haven't done a video literally in a while, you know, but I felt like today I needed to do a Young Turks video because they did this bullshit video a few days ago. Or a day ago. Not even a few days, it was a day ago. Well, let me give the background before I even do the story. There are these three girls, who, in Florida, who stole a car, and I guess they were running from the police. Then they crash into a bank that's like 60 yards away. And then they're trapped in the water and they're being submerged. And, well, they died. And the cops were there. And the Young Turks story, they were trying to make it seem like pretty much. Hold on. Shut up, bitch. Okay. They're trying to, in this video, I'm getting the video, the title. Cops watch teenage girls drown in stolen car and then lie about it. And they put lie, they capitalize lie. Which isn't even true. It's been, like, there's dash cam footage, which there's more than one. In this video, Young Turks literally only show one part of the dash cam footage. There's literally multiple dash cam video. There's the sheriff who explained himself. And let me give you back. I don't like cops. I don't. But I don't like when any form of news outlet or any form of media, I'm gonna say media, just lie and trying to push this bullshit narrative that these cops just let these girls die. Why? Like, but let's just get to the video.
Video shows Florida cops stood by 3 teen girls as they drowned in a storm.
Mind you, there's multiple dash cam videos. There's not just one. There's literally multiple videos. They're out there. I watched it for myself. I actually watched dash cam footage of these cops, and they're actually trying to help. In this video, the Young Turks are just trying to make it seem like cops just let the girls die. And that's not even true. Like, there's video showing that the cops, had their, their uniforms off. Like, one had, their shirts, because they were probably going to try to go in the water, but the water was deemed not safe. So they couldn't get there. And I know it's unfortunate for these girls, but, and then the people, let me just start the video.
You heard that headline correct. 3 teens, 16-year-old Dominic Battle, 15-year-old Ashanti Butler, and 15-year-old Lanaya Miller all died on March 31st. They had stolen a vehicle, then a police chase ensued. They tried to escape. They landed in a cemetery pond. That's when their car got stuck. Before we go to the video, you can even overhear, I just want you guys to be aware of it before I toss to it, you can even overhear one of the police officers claim that he hears the girls screaming for help as they drown. Also, I want to preface the video with the fact that the reason why this is headlining today as opposed to a month ago is because the dash cam video directly contradicts what the police officers,
Okay, no, it doesn't. I've watched all the dash cam footage. It doesn't really contradict what the sheriff said at all. He pretty much said, hey, we tried. They tried to go in the water. They couldn't. The water wasn't deemed unsafe. Even they said, they tried to get their divers and it couldn't work. I mean, do they understand that when a car is submerged, it is almost impossible. I mean, it's hard. Probably not impossible, but it's really hard to get a door open underwater because the water pressure. You can't even break glass, so that wouldn't help. And okay, and I'm going a little ahead of myself.
According to rawstory.com, the officers on the scene dropped their gun belts and waded into the water trying to save the screaming teens. That's what the police chief...
Don't believe their narrative. There's actually video of them without their shirts and their gun belts off. They're actually even on the phone trying to call the team. There's actual dash cam footage. In this video, they only show one. And one part that really doesn't show anything. It's like...
said during this press conference, while he commended his officers for doing the right thing, for trying to help the girls, while he maligned the characters of...
Okay, Anna. Never mind, not Anna. Sam Shocker, the blonde chick. She's trying to say malign, so I guess she's trying to say, oh, the cop was pretty much just pointing out these girls have records, which That is kind of sad. Why is that a bad thing to point out? What are you trying to say? The cops are demonizing these women, these girls? It's not demonizing. That's
by pointing out their arrest history. All right, let's take a look at the video.
I would show you the video. I don't know if you can really get a good look at it, but they're showing this, which this really doesn't prove anything. I mean, it's just you're just hearing voices. Honestly, that's all I'm hearing right now.
It's going down now. I hear him yelling, I think.
Oh my goodness. Okay, if you heard one of the police officers.
I've always hated what does this really even prove? It's one fucking video. It's literally 1 second of fucking cam footage, dash cam footage. There's literally more. There's multiple, actually. There's several that actually shows the cops were actually trying to do something, but the water was deemed unsafe, so they couldn't go in. But Young Turks don't believe in facts. They believe in a narrative. That's the case. Look, there's another video where they're making fun of this Fox News guy who's saying, like, talking about the problems with radical Islam, and he says radical. But in the Young Turks video, they say this guy, they literally cut out the part where he says radical, so it just makes it seem like he just says Islam. So they're trying to make it sound like, oh, he's just saying, Muslims, but it's not even the case. He's saying radical Islam. He clearly says it. It's like they literally will deliberately leave out facts to push some narrative. I'm against police brutality, but I'm also against lying and misinformation. I'm against that too.
Yelled, they're done. They are 6 to 7, dude. Just callous language when you're talking about somebody dying in front of you.
Callous? What is it with these words? Callous? I'm not even gonna.
And again, the criticism out there, because I read a lot of the criticism of people pointing out the fact that these girls were criminals. They're 15, 16 years old, but they were criminals and they put themselves in that environment. On a human level, I don't care what crime you committed. If you're watching somebody die in front of you, whether they're a police officer or not, when it's their civic duty to protect and serve, but let's put that aside. On a human level, when you hear people screaming for help them. I mean, I don't think they...
What are they... Okay, Sam, what do you expect them to do? There's literally footage of saying they're trying to do, like, of them with, with their shirts, and, like, they're not their shirts, but, like, their uniform and stuff off. They're trying to help these girls, but it was deemed too late. And honestly, it doesn't take that long to drown. You immediately start drowning when you're submerged in water. Especially it takes about 3 or 4 minutes. And it only takes, like, only 1 to 2 minutes for your brain oxygen to die, for your, like, brain cells to die because of lack of oxygen. So that only takes about 2 minutes. What do you expect them to do, Sam? Do you think they're gonna do some Superman shit? They could just fly under, rip the door open, and then it's not real life. This is real life, Sam.
They lied. They knew that what they did was wrong.
How are they lying? What are they lying about? Like, I urge you guys, research this yourself. Don't buy this as just another, I'm anti-police for the most part. I am. But I'm not for lying. I'm for facts. I'm not for just pushing some narrative. That's never been me. I've always been about facts. So just, research it yourself. Don't believe what they're saying. That's all I'm urging.
Trying to help those girls. I mean, you hear it in their casual language. They clearly didn't seem that concerned. By not trying to help those girls.
What? They're trying to help, Sam. There's literally evidence. There's dash cam video. There's, like, a couple of them. And there's one that actually shows they were trying to do something, but they couldn't. The water was deemed unsafe. Because this is happening there's a video of, if you watch Mythbusters, they did an experiment which showed, like, water being submerged. And this was in a pool, mind you. So,
to me,
it's true, you can't really get a door open underwater. And this was in a pool. This was literally this case was in a pond that's murky. So it's not like a pool. With a pool, you could easily see. Even then, though, like, it's still too late. It was 60 yards away from where the cops were. So it would, their hands were tied. It's tragic that these girls died, but at the same time, villainizing the cops isn't going to do anything.
Why they lied is because they knew that was the wrong thing to do.
Okay. I hate to take the contrarian opinion here, but I have to point out the fact that recovering.
Be careful, Hassan. You may get fired because, talking facts to Young Turks will get you fired apparently. And okay, being serious now. I actually like that he's not buying this narrative. I hope so at least.
People from a submerged vehicle or a vehicle in the process of submerging is one of the most difficult procedures to do, even with the proper equipment.
Yeah, that's true. He's right because there literally is a MythBuster experience that proves this. You can't really break glass underwater. This is actual life. This isn't fucking action movie where you could just get like in movies, you can magically get doors open underwater. This is real life. That's my baby sister in the background. If you're that weird squeaking you hear in the background.
Trained specifically to dive in and
back to the video,
extract people from a vehicle. However, if they're not properly trained to extract people from the fully submerged vehicle, they even are not allowed to go in. So I understand.
I know, but it's the context. I hear what you're coming from. If I would have heard in that video them screaming for help, them calling for help.
They were calling for help, you dumb fucking bitch. There's fucking video. Not just that one little bullshit video you showed. There's actual other video. They were doing exactly what she was saying. Calling people. They weren't exactly screaming. Maybe I just wasn't hearing audio. They probably were. But they were at least on the phone. It looked like they were actually trying to do something. Well, the water was deemed unsafe, Sam. They're powerless in this situation. This is real life, This isn't a fucking movie.
I'm gonna do blah 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 blah. If it was transparent from the get-go, even during that press conference, they said, "Listen."
Oh yeah, she's gonna say transparent a lot in this video. Let me warn you about that. She's gonna say transparent a lot in this video.
If they gave that as an excuse for not helping, I would have been like, okay,
That's exactly
I understand that.
Say,
But it's the way that they weren't transparent. It's the way their casual language that was captured from that dash cam video leads me to believe that these aren't good police officers.
I just can't speak on behalf of the police officers. I can't make that assumption.
Yeah, she's making acting like she's in their head. Oh, these are just not good police officers. What are you talking about? They're trying to do something, but they can't.
Inhumane in that situation. I would want to think that they are so professional, and in the line of duty they get to see so many traumatic experiences that this does not faze them as it would, because you're under fire.
Yeah, do they not understand? People aren't gonna. Being a cop, or really any form of work, there's danger. Even being a doctor, they have to keep their emotions in check. Especially when they're doing surgery. Yeah, you're seeing in organs and stuff. That's gross to the average person, but they have to kind of turn that switch off and be this is my job, and they have to do their job right. Same thing with cops. Same thing with firefighters and all that. But that doesn't make them just evil fucking bastards. Because they didn't.
Involved in a situation where the tensions were high and the stakes were high.
Look at the fucking background. Copping out. God, these little background shit's always shit.
Yet another day on the job for you.
But I think it's different to be unfazed and to be cold and callous and uncaring.
How are they being uncaring? Oh. God. This is just pure speculation from these two girls. Hassan's trying. He's actually trying to be nuanced. I hate using that word. I hate that word now because I use that word so much. But, yeah, these lady bitches are literally, I'm calling them bitches because they're not ladies, This is just pure speculation on their part. There's no evidence to suggest that. It's like, this is one thing I also hate about Young Turks. Do they do any more research? Do they just get these stories from one article and that's it? They don't fact check it? They don't think, maybe I should look for more information. There's more dash cam footage. There's more, there's not just that one they showed. Like, it's fucking pathetic to resort to that. I mean, I'm not surprised. That other Fox News video I was telling you about earlier, it was they literally misquoted him. Like, they made some straw man of something he didn't even say. He was saying radical Islam, not just Islam. I think I'll do a video reaction to that one, too. Because that was bullshit, too. In this video, mind you, was a lot older. It was like a year ago. But it's just Mother Day at TYT,
I think we heard in the video. It wasn't that they were unfazed like...
I think. I love how she says that. I think. So you don't even know. So this is all speculation. That's in general what TYT is. They always speculate. They don't actually want to look at facts. They want to push some narrative, And I guess the narrative here is the cops stood by as these girls died because reasons. Okay, I mean, the 3 girls were black. I didn't want to point that out because it really didn't matter. Is TYT trying to make it seem like the cops just let these girls die because they're black? If that's what... I feel like that is what they're pushing, and that's fucking bullshit. I honestly... Yeah, to be honest with you, I honestly think if these chicks were white, if there were 3 little white girls, it probably... I feel like you get the same result. What could they do? It's not because they're black. It was an unfortunate accident, That's what it was.
Wow, guys, this is hard. Oh, man, we're not trained for this. It's not safe. If we had heard that, I think it would have been a different story. But what we're hearing is, I think I hear them yelling. And
what you're hearing is, because you're hearing one fucking footage. I honestly think they know they're bullshitting. They do. They honestly know they're bullshitting. But they don't, they like to push a narrative, not even actually push fucking facts.
And they're done, dude. They're done. That's very cold.
Yeah. But they have nothing. They're powerless in this situation. I mean,
See, Hassan's making sense. That's what this guy's name is in this video. He's actually making sense. The cops were powerless. What the fuck could they do? They're not gonna fucking swim 60 yards, and I think the water was like 15 feet deep. That's fucking far. The girls tragically would have died, and I think any scenario you try to put, the girls are gonna die regardless, because it honestly doesn't take that long to die drowning. It really doesn't. It only takes about 3 to 4 minutes, and then they're already losing oxygen in their brain. That only takes about 2 minutes, so that they honestly, it's a sad situation, and that's all. This is a sad, tragic, accident. But these bitches want to make it seem like the cops just let these girls die, and then the sheriff lied about it. It's that simple, right? It's that simple to them.
Easy. You watch a lot of movies where you see superheroes diving in and rescuing someone, but when you're...
That's the point I was making. Good job, Hassan. You're actually making a good fucking point. They're not fucking superheroes. This isn't a Superman movie where Superman can just fly underwater, yank the door open, and pull him out. That's not how the fucking world works. Underwater, it is really almost hard to get a door open. It really is. It's fucking Mythbusters proved it, and I know that's a TV show, but there's probably been real experiments that have been done to show you that it's really hard to get a door open underwater, being submerged. So the cops are powerless in this situation. It's not a fucking movie, Young Turks. God.
Locked inside of a submerged vehicle, it's one of the most difficult extractions ever to make, and obviously they're powerless in this situation, but they're still, like, I'm saying that it's easy to claim that they're being inhumane in this situation, but, like, we don't know.
I hope you don't get fired, bro, because you're actually making a good point here.
But they weren't transparent about it.
Okay, Sam, shut the fuck up. Jeez. Transparent? What do you... Oh my god. What are they gonna... What do you want them to do, Sam? What the fuck do you want them to do? I mean, the sheriff of that county explained it. There's dash cam footage showing that they tried to do something, but they couldn't. It's tragic. It's a tragedy. But stop demonizing these cops. Like, literally, you're speculating that these cops just let these girls die when that's not even the case.
Like they had something to hide. That's the
What were they hiding? What are they hiding about? And I love how Sam's like, they could do better. Okay, Sam, let's say you were there. You're at the scene. Are you gonna be Miss Olympic swimmer and dive in and get them? You may try, but the water's gonna be super murky. And it was at night, and that too was at night. So the water was already murky as it is during the day, but imagine at night, it'd be even worse. And by the time you get there, probably the girls would already be dead. I know I keep saying that and it sounds harsh, but it's like to just like bullshit to pull some bullshit narrative. You're gonna keep making it seem like these cops just let these girls die is fucked up, because that's not what happened.
Can we agree that here's where I get frustrated, because anytime that
I'm frustrated with you, Sam. I'll show you here's where I get frustrated with you. You're trying to make it seem like these cops are like Superman. They can fucking just swim 60 yards and save these girls, and that they just that you're trying to make it seem like these cops just let these girls die, and that they're lying about it. What are jeez.
About police brutality, or about police reform.
Police brutality. Sam. God. I'm all for being against police brutality, because I am against police brutality. But this isn't police brutality. These girls, unfortunately, they stole a car and then they crashed. Fortunately, they died. The cops tried to do something, but they couldn't. How is that police brutality? The cops didn't kill them. Jesus fucking...
I will get attacked for not advocating for police lives. I can still be an advocate for police reform and wanting to do better and increase additional training.
Okay, what are you talking about here, Sam? Okay, yeah, it's all well and good. What does that have to do with this? This particular situation here. We're not talking about any other police brutality case. We're talking about this, and it's not even a police brutality case. I'm sorry, this isn't police brutality. It's not like the cops just let these girls die. That's not what happened. My God. Ugh.
See, while still supporting police officers, I respect, I'm indebted to police officers for risking their lives every day for people just like me.
Yeah.
Just like me? Why did you say it like that? I'm in debt for the police officer for saving people just like me. Why did you say it like that? Not even, just,
The bad police officers who either need additional training or who need to be weeded out.
I'm sorry, what are you trying to imply? These are bad cops? Because they had no power. What could they do? Like, what the fuck could they have done? This is an unfortunate incident, you know? That's all this is. It's very tragic, and it sucks for the family. But to literally attack these officers who did try to do something. There's dashcam footage of them doing it. But the water was deemed unsafe, and honestly would have been it would have not made any difference. Just saying. Just,
need to be weeded out because they're giving the good police officers a bad name. There's nothing wrong with saying that we need to do better and let's hold certain police officers accountable.
Okay, Sam, okay, that's all well and good. I agree with that somewhat, but that just doesn't apply here, though. What did these cops do that was wrong? That's the thing, Sam. What did they actually do wrong? They're trying to, but the water was deemed unsafe for the officers. And these are experienced divers saying this. They're like, so, and there's actually a report, there's a lot of shit about this case that people just don't want to look up, because just people like Young Turks want to lie and spin it and make it seem like these cops just let these girls die because racism.
For their actions, these police officers lied. They deliberately...
How do you know that, Sam? These cops lied. How do you fucking know that? And no, they didn't. I know it's just, their stupidity. It just hurts. Their stupidity hurts, man. Like, these cops didn't lie. And I'm all for calling out the bad cop if he actually fucking lied. There's no evidence to suggest they lied. There's evidence the evidence shows that these cops did try to do something, but they couldn't because the water was deemed unsafe to go into, and it would have made any difference. It's a tragic, I'm going to say this again, it's a tragic situation, but these cops weren't in the wrong here. And I would call out a cop if he's in the fucking wrong. But in this situation, it isn't. They're not in the wrong.
Made themselves look like heroes waiting in...
Hero? Oh my god. Oh. She's trying to say, they're trying to make themselves look good, so we'll lie. That's fucking bullshit. That's all just speculation.
The mud, trying to rescue these girls while they malign the characters of these 15, 16-year-old girls.
Why? Because they're pointing out these girls had a crime record? How is that wrong? He's just giving out facts. You know, that's all they're doing. They're just giving out facts about what these girls and their backgrounds are. That's all. And you may not like it because they're, quote-unquote demonizing them, but they're...
It's where the story becomes...
definitely messed up. Yeah. I completely agree with you. The fact that they lied to the public...
Hassan, dude, you were just making fucking sense a second ago. You were literally making sense. You were actually making good arguments. And then you fucking kowtow and give up. Is it because he wants to keep his job at Young Turks? I honestly think that's what it is. It seems like I've noticed this with Young Turks. There'll be the moments, some people have their moments that actually make sense, and then they fucking go back to their little regressive bubble. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, dude, you're making sense, and now you're saying they're lying too? When you just showed that you just practically said they weren't lying. Oh, God. Dude.
Is completely, it's unwarranted. They should have never done it, and they should be reprimanded for it. 100.
Reprimanded? For what? They didn't lie. They didn't fucking lie in this situation. Reprimanded? Hassan, dude, you're making sense, and now you're not making fucking sense now.
100% I agree with you on that. But this isn't a similar instance like what Grace and I covered last week of the police officer body slamming a 12-year-old. It's not cops purposefully letting these people die. They were powerless in this instance.
They could have called for help.
Sam, you dumb fucking cunt. Oh my god. They could have called for help. Okay. Sam. Do you really know? Okay. You know how much time that would take to call for help? Okay. But, do you know how long it would take for them to get there? That wouldn't have done, honestly, calling for help wouldn't have done anything. It really wouldn't have. It wasn't, God. This is fucking retarded, dude. This is probably the most retarded, not the most, but one of the dumbest TYT videos.
trained, they could have called people to the scene that were trained.
They did that! They actually did. They actually tried to call a dive team, but the dive team says the water was not deemed safe to enter. Because it was, like, really murky. And especially, it was nighttime. It was nighttime, the water was really murky. Yeah, like fresh water is very murky. You could argue so is, like, ocean water and stuff, but at least there are more chance to see. Also, you have dirt. You have a lot of that shit. Like, you know how hard it would have been for these divers to find these girls in really murky water, even with goggles, because that MythBusters experiment wasn't a pool, so they could have more easily been found. Because pool water is very clear. Somewhat ocean water is like that too, but pond water is very murky. And these girls were like 60 yards, so they would have had to swim 60 yards in murky fucking water. It wouldn't have happened. It's not happening. Okay, I'm just gonna end the video there because they're fucking retarded. But just let me kind of give my little final point. Guys, there's real TYT are just real pieces of shit. The fact that they would deliberately leave out information just to prove some stupid narrative. That's what they're about at the end of the day. They're just a propaganda machine. You know, they leave out facts. They deliberately will just push some narrative, even if the facts go against their narrative. And this is one of those cases where it is, because there's actual footage showing them trying to do something. This isn't one of these cops just let these girls die. It's not like that. It's clear that these guys, Young Turks, just want an enemy. They want someone to be the enemy. In this situation is these cops that weren't in the wrong in this situation. And don't think, oh, Trey's a police supporter. No, I'm not. I'm not at all. I fucking hate police. I say fuck the police all the time. But I'm against lying and misleading people. I'm against slander. I'm against slander when it's wrong. And this is the cure case. I'm not gonna say slander, but this is literally, practically it is. You're pretty much talking shit about these cops. These cops didn't let these girls die. If there's evidence to suggest that the cops actually were not in the wrong, then I'm gonna take it, because it's factual. Some bullshit narrative I don't buy. And I urge you guys to read about this case and actually research the dash cam footage, because there's more than one. Don't believe their narrative. I'm anti-police brutality as it comes, but this isn't a case of police brutality. It was a tragic, unfortunate situation. Well, there you go, guys. Just kind of wanted to get a little rant out there. I'll see you guys tomorrow for my Raw review. So other than that, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace!